And as you start to arrive in your practice, why not gently seal off the eyelids, softening them down when you're ready. And then letting the hands live somewhere intentionally, placing them. And if suddenly you're very aware of not knowing where to put your hands, feel free to face them down and put them on your thighs if you're seated. If you're lying down, you might place them off to the side, palms facing up. Your choice to practice today's meditation, seated or lying down. And we do this meditation today in honor of our human beingness as opposed to our human doingness. Aiming to strip back a little bit and come into present moment. So just notice initially those hands. And we're going to do something to get us quickly into the present moment. And it's going to include a little bit of clapping. So I'll do the sound and then you repeat. It's going to be clapping 3 times, this kind of rhythm. Clap, clap, clap. And then place your hands back where you started with them and just notice the sensations on the palms of the hands. Breathe into the sensations and make that your focus point for the first few moments of today's practice. Feeling into the body, getting out of the projections of the future, the memories of the past. Come into the felt sense of this very moment. If you need to do that again to truly land, go for it. 3 times, clap, place the hands back, notice the sensations. Nicely done. From here, we're going to do equal breath and then a little bit of breath retention to find further centering. So when you're ready, releasing whatever breath is present in your body and then inhale 2, 3, 4, exhaling 2, 3, 4. Continue to the count of 4 and the count of 4 out. For now, we're working with a circular breath, so we're not pausing or suspending in between the inhale and exhale. We're just letting one roll into the other. And just like the waves upon the shore of the ocean upon the shore of the sand, it's a constant in and out motion. And just get super present to that, nothing else. You don't have to push the thoughts away or shut them off, but keep prioritizing the breath. If the thoughts and the breath were alongside each other, make the breath first place. In for 4, out for 4. Stay with it. As you're doing this, you're calming the nervous system, moving from sympathetic to parasympathetic, which is our rest and digest. Toning the vagus nerve, which is connected to many restorative states of our being. Vagal nerve tone supports the very primary organs functioning at their highest level when we're in this rest and digest process. Let the breath take you there. And if this breath technique is serving you and you don't need to change it, stay with it. Always welcome to do so. If you want to go a little bit further with this today, we can start to introduce a square breath or box breathing, as some of us might know. So the next time that you inhale for a count of 4, you suspend at the top of the breath for a count of 4, holding the breath. You exhale for a count of 4. And then at the bottom of the breath, you pause and suspend again for another count of 4. So equal breath to pause. You might even start to bring the visualization of a square to mind. And you can follow the edges of that square with each part of this breath sequence. Notice what color square you might have visualized. Notice if it's empty or if it's full of color. And then continue to work the breath around, pausing between the in and out breath. And instead of feeling held or bound in the pause, my invitation to you is to relax into the suspension. Take it as a beat of relaxation. Invite beingness into the place between the action of the breath. Not doing anything, just existing between the action. Just a couple more rounds, box breathing or equal breath if you're stuck with that. Final round. And when you come to an end of that round, just gently rest back into an easy breath, natural breath in and out. Notice your state after that breathing practice. And if your state could have a color assigned to it, what color would it be? And it's all welcome. If nothing much changed, that's okay too. Your body is receiving the benefits even if you can't acknowledge it in the mind. And from here, we're going to work into a simple counting technique that we began. It's going to be an inhale and you're going to count 1. And it's going to be an exhale and you're going to count 2. Inhale, you're going to count 3. Exhale 4. And you're just going to continue until you meet 10. You may never get to 10 today. There are practitioners who have been doing this for years that have never got there. It's less about getting there, but more about how you start again. So if you get lost, come back to 1 and start again. Like water off a duck's back, just starting again. If you get to 10, return to 1 and start again. Soften the facial features. If you need to take a deeper breath in at any time to recenter yourself, do so. Coming back to 1 when you get lost. Notice where you've gone, if you've gone somewhere, and come back to the counting. Stay with the breath. Make the count last the length of the breath. Make this your task, with a gentleness placed within the action of this inward exploration. It's a soft focus. Notice where you've gone, and if you've come back to the breath. Commit to the breath, commit to the count for just a little bit longer. And keep a softness within that focus. Release any tension in the shoulders, the jaw, and continue. Invite a sense of beingness into this task. And make it a task for joy, for peace, for pleasure, without any need for an outcome. Body receiving the benefits of this moment by moment. Nicely done. See if you can get to 10 and then release that practice. And gently returning to a natural breath, no matter where you are. Nicely done. From here, we're going to go on a little journey of contemplation with the intention to do nothing. So you're going to open your awareness field out to the sounds around you, the feelings in your body, the sensations, the movement of your mind. Everything can be there. And allow your awareness to gently rest here with everything that's present. Within that, raise the question, what are you doing? And your response, nothing. Keep that awareness field open to just what's here, what's now. And every time you go somewhere else and you catch yourself, invite that question in. What are you doing? Nothing. And come back to open awareness. And if it's hard to encapsulate the moment that way, another way you can do it is just to sense the walls of the room that you're in, and you can keep that as your focus. If you drift off, catch yourself, and then lovingly ask the question, what are you doing? You respond, nothing. And come back to that openness within the awareness. We've got just a little bit of time left within this style of practice. So if you haven't fully committed for any reason to this exploration, this is the opportunity to really tune in. Sensing what's here and then raising the question, if you wander away, what are you doing? Nothing. And then just noticing the stillness of your physical body. Noticing the potential for peace that lives in this present moment through the breath, through your awareness. And acknowledging that you have the power to tune into this as and when you need. It's a state of mind to alter your state of being. Take just 2 more breaths and tuning into that breath fully now. Nicely done. From here, start to tune into any sounds in your environment. Start to feel into the body, the mind space. And if you could capture your state of being right now, what word comes through to suggest that state of being? Just acknowledge. There is no right or wrong, it's all welcome. And when you're ready, you can start to bring some subtle movement into the fingers, into the toes, and keep hold of some of that beingness as you gently progress into the rest of your day ahead. Blinking the eyes open in your own time.